We at Chestnut Ridge Christian Church have joined together for the mission and purpose of serving our community, meeting needs, changing lives, serving God. Our identity is grounded in the knowledge that God expects us to move beyond our own wants and preferences to focus on Jesus Christ and the community we seek to serve. Back in 2009, we began to realize that we needed to respond to the changes happening around us. Chestnut Ridge has a rich heritage of ministering to the needs of its community. Established in 1979 by a small group of faithful and visionary individuals, touched by the Spirit of God, they saw the possibilities of a vibrant and growing church at the corner of Post Oak Tritt and Johnson's Ferry Road. As the needs of the community started changing, we realized our responsibility to build on their vision and take it into the future. Standing on the broad shoulders of those who had gone before, we tuned our radar to listen more closely to the needs of our community in order to live our faith as Christians. Interviewing community leaders, meeting with homeowners associations, and connecting with nonprofit organizations and schools were only a few of the ways we began to shift our focus from being the best church in our community to the best church for our community.
We started with 14 triplet groups participating in our 100 Days of Prayer.
We formed a small leadership team to create our future story with the congregation.
Once our future story was developed, we created a roadmap. We called it God's Strategic Map for Chestnut Ridge. It is our strategic plan that has helped us live our future story.
Every 90 days we held ourselves accountable. In this period of time we were checking to see if we were actually on track and meeting the needs of our community. If not, then we actually would adjust our plans to meet those needs.
A lot of the community service projects we started here at the church worked. They were great. But a lot of them didn't. But one thing about this church, it did not deter folks in any way. Here in 2020, I'm really proud of our journey, what we've been able to accomplish, and the great things yet to come.
A core strength of our church has always been our capacity to create and sustain enduring relationships. So we work each day to bring God to the community and the community to God. CRCC is a place where we help each other learn to live our own spiritual journey, creating an environment where people feel embraced and nurtured and find a sense of belonging, an atmosphere of trust and hope where we can share our troubles and joys, comforted in the knowledge that God is always with us. We changed our leadership model and streamlined our board with the goal to become more nimble. We developed a partner-driven approach, shifting away from 1 or 2 year obligations to serve on ministries or boards, to form teams that are impassioned to devote their time and talents towards a short-term commitment.
When Bob and I first came to Chestnut Ridge Christian Church, we were charter members, some of the very first people to start the church. And at that time, our dream was to have a church family that we would enjoy, that we could visit, that would act like a family. And now we are in our ageless or our elderly stage. We are very happy and glad to see so many younger people coming forth and participating and taking part and keeping our dream alive. That's what we have here at Chestnut Ridge Christian Church.
Well, I was raised in Chestnut Ridge Christian Church. I was about 6 months old when my parents joined, and now I have the opportunity to raise my children here. Virginia Ann has been coming since she was a baby too, and now she's about to get her driver's license. It has been wonderful to have a place to raise my children where they can learn and grow in faith with people of all generations.
We moved away from simply counting members and began to focus on counting the number of lives we were able to impact, one life at a time. And we continue to explore new metrics for success. Our small group ministries expanded as a result of prayer and reflection from our triplet groups and continues to flourish today. We've enriched our spirits with these small groups becoming our extended families, sharing both our greatest joys and deepest sorrows while being embraced with unconditional love and support. The youth of our church enthusiastically participate in our community efforts. We have been witness to a new generation embracing the message that it's not about me and my needs, but how we are serving the needs of others.
Oh Lord, I don't want to be a spectator, a tour passenger looking out on the real world, an audience to poverty and want and homelessness. Lord, involve me, call me, implicate me, commit me. Lord, help me to step off the bus.
You have just seen a glimpse of where God is calling our congregation. And you're probably wondering, what does this all mean to me? Where do I fit in this picture? As your pastor, I can honestly tell you, I do not know. But what I do know is that God has equipped our congregation and its members with unique spiritual gifts and talents that we can offer to our community and to our world to fulfill the mission God is calling us towards. We are on a journey that has no ending. But it is by being on this journey that we grow in faith, that we grow closer to one another, and we serve the community to which God has called us. We need all of you. No longer can any of us remain bench sitters. But by working together, we can meet needs, we can change lives, we can serve God. Won't you join us on this journey?